Hey, this is KTR, CEO of SpeakerFocus.com, and I want to talk to you today about professional decorum. There are so many people in the ecosystem of the internet that just simply have no professional decorum whatsoever. Most people don't know how to be professional. They don't know how to follow up, articulate, communicate, have enough guts and balls enough to say what they want to do versus what they don't want to do. You know, this is the system that we're in. And you need to understand this if you are in the process of selling anything. It doesn't matter if you're working 9 to 5 or if you're an entrepreneur. We are all in sales in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. It doesn't matter what business that you're in. This is a simple message about professional decorum. So you would think that in a society that we live in, that people would have some integrity and they would have some honesty and they would have a great approach to just telling you what they can versus what they can't do. So let me be real clear about something. If people start ghosting you, if your lead doesn't follow up with you, if you send them a text and they don't respond back to you, it just means that they're not serious. It just means that they lied to you and blew smoke up your ass and filled you with some bullshit. And they told you that they wanted to move forward when in fact that they never had any intention on moving forward with you at all. There's a lot of people. And for those of you who run a sales funnel and who have a great deal of success at it, like we do at speakerfocus.com, I don't have to worry about those people that lied to me. I don't have to hold my breath waiting for someone to do business with me. Thank God, because I'm talking about a large database and we are extremely skilled at lead generation. My pipeline is always filled up with people who want to get on the phone with me or a Zoom session and have a strategy call and talk about how to grow their speaker business with a credit card in their hand that are willing to pay. That's the benefit of running a multi-million-dollar sales funnel. But let me share some advice for the people who are just starting. Those of you who have a one-on-one coaching program, those of you who have a consultancy and you are chasing down leads and you are in broke, begging, or desperation mode, especially those speakers out there who aren't booking speaking engagements. See, the problem with a lot of you, and I've been there before, is that you have to hold your breath waiting for the one or two people who are lying to you, telling you that they want to do business with you. Now, here's a dangerous part about that. Because when you're desperate, you have to now rely on the word of the liar. And there are a lot of people who lie to you. I get lied to in sales every single day. It's part of the process. You have to be able to weed out the imposters and get to the yes or no as quickly as possible. Now, how you do that is all on you. Most people, first of all, they're afraid of managing a sales funnel. They don't know the first thing about it. Number two, they are terrified of getting rejected. Me, I don't give a damn about getting rejected because I have a system in place. Retargeting takes care of all the people who ghost and fall off. Sometimes they're embarrassed that they don't have the money. They're embarrassed about the position that they're in economically. A lot of times, as soon as you hang that phone up, life starts happening and dives on their neck, jumps on their ass. A tire may get flat. Hot water heater may need to be replaced. They need to refinance their house. They're moving. COVID hit their family. They had a death in the family. I mean, when I tell you I've heard it all, I've heard it all. I deal with it globally every single day. So what has to happen, the moral to the story is you've got to become so good at lead generation. You've got to have so many freaking leads in your pipeline that the liars simply do not matter. You cannot let liars control your destiny because you will not be able to pay your bills. I've been there before. For you coaches and you speakers and you consultants and you service providers out there who are literally calling people 20 and 25 times and you know damn well they're not responding to your calls. You're sending people text messages and they are not responding back to you. Let me get back to the professional decorum. A person who is interested in taking your coaching program, hiring you for your professional speaking services, or wanting to hire your consultancy, those people respond to messages. Those people see the value in what you do. They have professional business decorum. They effectively communicate. They are more than willing to hop on a follow-up call with you They set a date and they show up. Then they're going to ask you what your fee is. When they see the value in it, they're going to go find your money. They're going to respect the protocols of the way you do business. They're going to offer you a date of when they want to start those services. And they're going to make sure that you have a specific agreed upon place where those services will be delivered. Everybody else is full of shit. Don't let them tell you anything else. All this talking shit is not cutting it. That's the reason why a lot of you are not converting the prospects into revenue, because you sit there and hold your breath. I will give everybody a fair chance, but I let retargeting deal with the majority of them. If you fall off the face of the earth and you're not ready right now, and you don't have enough decency to communicate that to me and just tell me what's going on, that's okay. Then my retargeting ads will deal with you. That's the reason why you should know how to run ads effectively, because when you don't, again, you have to hold your breath, wait on broken promises, pie in the sky bullshit that's never going to materialize into anything. And a lot of you are just sitting around waiting. This is the era of the internet. And that I dropped a video a couple days ago talking about how old school thinking is going to keep you broke. Take it from me, the master of disaster when it came to, I'm talking about messing this stuff up when it came to attracting clients into your pipeline. First of all, I didn't have a pipeline. Secondly, I didn't know how to manage my relationship with prospects in order to show them some value. I didn't know how to do that. It took me a lot of years to become good where I am right now, where I have a sense of calm because my lead generation system is so strong that I don't have to wait on the liars. I don't give a damn whether or not you want to come into this coaching program or not. I could care less whether or not you want to hire me for a speaking engagement, because that ain't nothing but bonus money for me. See, when you get in a position of leverage, you don't have to entertain this bullshit. And a lot of you are entertaining it because you don't have a better way to do business. So you're sitting there waiting on the liars who are never going to come through because they don't have enough professional decorum. Think about it. People ghost you when they're not serious. When they're serious, they do business with you. Those are the ones you send them a text message and they are clear about, first of all, forget all this text and back and forth bullshit. If a person really wants to do business with you, we are going to connect through Zoom or telephone call. We can negotiate the terms and we can decide whether or not we want to move forward. Everybody else is full of shit. A lot of you you're entertaining too many shenanigans, all kinds of nonsensical bullshit that really doesn't stack up the dollars in the bank. And your business is slowing down and you're hurting because of it. Now, if you want to get serious, you've got to understand how to manage a sales cycle. You should Google sales cycle management. What is the process of every single step of managing a sales cycle from contact to close? You need to understand what has to happen next. And when a person is not interested in doing business with you right now, if they say no, don't feel like it's personal, like you're getting rejected. You have to scrub your list of leads. I go through my leads every single day and put people in a specific category in my CRM to figure out, is there a specific date they want me to follow up with them? Because I don't do a bunch of back and forth. I don't do a bunch of that stuff. I don't do a bunch of back and forth, with being able to ask people whether or not they're serious or whether or not they're serious or not serious. I don't have to do that. So the key is that, and I see one of my clients calling me back right now, because another thing that you got to have is patience. You got to have patience for people to follow up with you. And those who are serious, see, this is a prime example. As I'm dropping this video, I'm looking at my screen and I got a client from New York calling me back right now who told me he wanted some information. KTR, I am serious. He's calling me back so he can start talking about when he wants to make payment and come on board the coaching program. See, I get people call me back like that all the time. And if they say no right now, doesn't mean no forever. But the people who ghost you, remember, as I'm finishing up this video, there are a lot of people in the system, in the ecosystem of the internet, the monetary system of the internet, who are reaching. Because we're in a Renaissance period, it's the Wild Wild West. Anything goes. So You have to understand that if anything goes, that means you're going to have a lot of people who are just looking for get rich quick schemes. And therefore, when they do a strategy call with you, they have no intention on moving forward because they're just trying to figure themselves out. They don't know if they want to speak. They don't know if they want to do a coaching program. They don't want to. They don't know if they want to open up a consultancy. They don't know if they want to set up a Shopify store. They don't know what the hell they want to do. So it's your job to be able to ask proper qualifying questions to make sure that these people are serious. Number one, do you have time to take a coaching program? Are you interested in this type of service? What do you do professionally? How long have you been doing that? Is there a budget for you to get started in the near future if I could show you some real value? If they can't get past those kind of qualifying questions, then they aren't serious. And it's something called cost opportunity. I am not going to spend a half an hour with somebody on the phone who, number one, who are not serious, who does not want to answer the qualifying questions, who are not cooperative, who is not a great listener, who's not coachable, who doesn't have a budget. Now, when you start getting serious about, defending yourself from this bullshit, you tolerate too much. You're putting up with too much. You put up with the liars. I don't. And that's the reason why your sales funnel is not converting and mine is. Now, I got some more quick tips for you in the next video, because you need to understand that if everybody's reaching in the ecosystem of the internet right now, you are going to get some bad apples in your sales funnel, and you have to know how to manage them in a better fashion. I hope this information helped you out. Stop dealing with the liars who are filling up your pipeline and start canceling some of these calls. You got to become good at investigating these people before you even get on the phone with them to see if they're serious and whether or not your service is a good fit for them. I will catch you right here next time with more powerful information about how I feel about business, leadership, the internet, and a whole lot more stuff as I'm sitting in my hotel just chilling, sharing some information with you in between breaks. Let me get this client call right now because it's all about the money, baby.